Well, it's hard to kind of like go back to the foundation of what it was that inspired me, but I would say like the things we do as a child really builds the things we're going to do as a man. And most of the time when you go into school, I'll say this, we're inside of the school right now, so it's a great thing that this is taking place inside of the school, because I think schools are being wasted nowadays, you know what I mean? A lot of kids come to school, coming home weirdos, coming home strange to their parents. You know, last week, Taft High School, which is 2 blocks from my house, volleyball team takes advice and sodomize another kid in school. You know what I mean? So I think our schools is being used for a lot of ways right now. And I'm glad we would do this inside of the school. Now for me growing up, I didn't like school. You know what I mean? School wasn't a place that I found myself at. Instead I found myself inside of comic books, movies, music, and things like that. And I lost myself in those things. But those things became my school. And I think really those things are our school. And school needs to find a way to incorporate these things into us. Chess, martial arts, music, that will make anybody find the right path there. And so if I reflect back, you think like, okay, I'm taking all these childhood ideas and taking my imagination. And I got, around the age of 11, somebody came to me and gave me what they call in New York, the lessons, you know what I mean, mathematics. And it gave me knowledge of myself. And once I got knowledge of myself, and knowing who I am and who I come from, what I really am, it started me on a mission to have knowledge of everything. And I realized that actually everything that's out there comes from your head. Everything. As we look at each other, you looking at me, I'm looking at you, but it takes your inner self to see what's out of you. You know what I'm saying? I realized that, I think around the age of 11, my cousin RZA came to me, he was like, yo, do the knowledge, man, knowledge. Knowledge means to know. You know what I mean? I'm about to share this with y'all because I think it's important. Mathematics, right? And there's been many things written about it, from the history of from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these things. They tell us about Black history. But it was 2 precepts that was made in the 60s that was given out on some of the by Black Panthers, the Black Muslims, even the hippie peace movement. They had certain words they was using. And these words are actually the fundamental principles of life. I'm going to share them, how they gave it to me. They gave me first the mathematics, which was knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture or freedom, power or refinement, equality, God, build or destroy, born, cipher. Now, those 10 words, right, those 10 phrases represented a number. They said the first thing that a man must do is do the knowledge. And says knowledge means to look, listen, observe, and respect. I'm memorizing this. 11 years old, it says, no matter what you do, wherever you go, the first thing you do is knowledge. That means you look, listen, and observe and respect. You don't say nothing, you don't do nothing. You do the knowledge. Second thing was wisdom. Wisdom is the manifestation of knowledge. It's knowledge in action. It's your words. It's your way. It's that action. And once you know, then you do or you speak, then you bring forth understanding, which is a clear picture. Meaning that we all now can see. If I tell you right now, the stove is hot. I tell you that it's hot because I know that it's hot. So that's my knowledge, my wisdom. But understanding comes when you see that it's hot. Now, in some cases, most people got to touch the stove to believe that it's hot. That's how they get burned on it. You know what I'm saying? But with mathematics, I want to take these principles to go to understanding. And once I have my understanding, I found my culture. Culture is what? Your way of life. How you live every day. Culture is freedom. And to be free or to have freedom is to have a free dome. Your dome is your domain. You are, your brain, your body is your domain. It must be free. It's a natural human thing to be free. After that, we learn power. And they describe power as that power is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That was the exact quote under the words, that power. Power is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The second sentence said, power is the magnetic attraction of Allah, who is God. So that means that the truth is the attraction of God. It says once you got that, power must be refined. So it's power or refinement. Because you can have power and have no refinement. That's the case of our government or people in authority that have power and they abuse it. They beat the kid over the head or they send the missile over there because they have the power, they have no refinement. And refinement means to be pure, to be clean, to be purified. And when your power is refined, it teaches you how to have what? Equality. And equality means all men are created what? Equal. And equality, when they taught us that, it was like, equality means to be equal and to deal equal. I was like, wow, that sounds good. It says all men are created equal. Now, when I was young, I didn't realize this. I said all men, I was like, man. But I didn't realize this is all men. It meant all men. Black man, white man, wool man. All expressions of men are created equal. The next precept was called God. It says God is a supreme being. Now, a lot of people are atheists, don't believe in God. We have many names for God around the world, from Buddha to Allah to Jehovah to Yahweh. I mean, I use the word Allah because I think that's the proper name, because in that word I get all. I mean, I get arm, leg, arm, leg. I get that. But when they say